Good morning once again, everybody. Ralph Sheheen here at the Speed Sport booth 4801. It is PRI 2023, and we are getting ready to talk about one of my favorite forms of motorsports, sprint car racing. The NOS Energy Drink World of Outlaws champion, 10-time champion, is here with us, Donny Schatz. Donnie, let's talk a little bit about where you're going in 2024. You just made a big announcement.
Well, I'm going to be in the same place I've been for the last 28 years, Ralph. It's, I think it was kind of an easy decision for, I didn't even know that it was a decision. I mean, I've run the same race cars since 2000. We use a lot of the same products. There's not a lot of changing going on for us, but, you know, I was very fortunate at a young age to get to know Ted Johnson.
Yep.
And got to be one of Ted's guys. Win a series championship, and even though he's not around anymore, I still see his vision in the same light, and I think a lot of the fans do too. So, you know, there are other options, obviously, but for me and Tony Stewart Racing, this is where we'll be.
Yeah, let's not hide from the elephant in the room, right? There is a bit of a split in the sport, but with that comes the opportunity to grow and elevate things, and the Outlaws have always done that.
Well, I don't know that I'd call it a split in any sense. I think we've had that in the past, but you know, there is going to be another series, and it's going to be a great opportunity for a guy like Rico, who's just on here. He's going to go out and be able to tour nationally and find out what it's like racing that many races a year and commit to something, and because it is different when you commit to something on a national level. There's no reset buttons. There's no, you know, when you commit to it and go do it, you don't get to go home when things aren't right. You're building while trying to compete, crash. There's nights that don't go well, and you question why you're doing it. I've done that for 28 years, so I kind of feel like you're used to them sort of things, but it's not for everyone. And you know, there's a lot of big money races in the world here for dirt, and that's huge. So. Glad to be a part of it. I've been a part of it a long time, and obviously going to continue to be part of it for longer.
And one of the things you're going to want to do is go win another Knoxville Nationals championship.
that would be great, but you know, I think we're more focused on the World of Outlaw Championship. Have been for years. We've had a really rocky 3 or 4 years, and last year was probably even worse. But we're able to put a finger on a lot of those things, and it's one thing here and one thing here and one thing here. A lot of outside factors too as well. So I need to be a better person as a leader with my guys. Everybody feeds off the driver, and when your driver's probably not the most positive person every night when things aren't 100%, that takes its toll on everybody else, and it takes its toll on performance. So I have that fixed, and I think my guys understand that. My guys have stuck through me through a lot of things, and Ford's done a great job of getting us in the direction we want to go, and now we got all those pieces in the right spot. Now we need to get to the racetrack and do what we can with them.
That's interesting, because obviously with 10 championships in all the years you've been doing this, I'm sure you've grown a lot as an individual, as a racer, matured in a lot of different ways. But there's still ways of doing that, you're saying.
Oh, absolutely. You know, just because you've done something once, twice, 10 times, 11 times, it doesn't matter. Your desire is still there to do it. And I think a lot of people have thought maybe my desire's not there, and that's not the case. Maybe the way I handled not being able to accomplish those things is probably more of the issue than anything. Like I said, it's when things aren't right, you probably get frustrated, and we had a lot of years where we didn't have to have them frustrations, and things just kind of went the way they did, and we don't have that situation. So we have to find a new way, and we have to get past all that and work through it. And I have the greatest group of guys to do that with, and I've let them down in a lot of ways from leadership. Sometimes on the racetrack, I've done some dumb things, tore some things up I shouldn't have, put us in bad spots here and there, but I think there's probably not a race car driver in this building that hasn't done that.
But a lot of that is drive and desire and intensity. So how do you package that without losing that, but still be there for the guys in the way that you want to be there?
Well, that's just part of wanting to, you chose this path. I chose this path to race with the Outlaws a long time ago, and I've been very successful, but yet that's kind of on me. I've had a lot of outside factors to deal with the last several years in everyday life that may have affected a little bit or not. It's hard to say whether that's the case or not, but all you can do is acknowledge your mistakes. And if you acknowledge your mistakes, you try to fix it. And I think there's been a lot of mistakes that we've probably just ignored, and that gets you in trouble. So I acknowledge the mistakes, and we're fixing it.
It's great news today for fans of the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Championship, and the fact that Donny Schatz, the Tony Stewart Racing number 15, will be crisscrossing the country once again to every single one of the World of Outlaws stops. Look forward to seeing you at the races, Donnie.
Thank you, Ralph.